We're on live. Alrighty. We did get all of our stuff fixed, so I believe we are back here. And yep, there it is. Kevin, you want to go over what kind of race we got going on here tonight before these cars get going?
Yeah, this is gonna be the last man standing race with MMS, and the rules are, the first 5 laps, five going on to six, everyone's still in the race, but going on that five going on to six, once they cross that checkered, every lap one car is going to be eliminated, and it's going to be the car in the back. So every lap from then on forward, one car is going to get eliminated until there's one remaining winner. So with 17 drivers, it's going to be about a 22 lap race.
I believe
And
it's going
man,
to
I
be
think it's going to
18
be an exciting
drivers.
one.
I think we're going to have 18 drivers here tonight as it stands. I believe Mark Vondel is going to be sitting in the race control, but we will. It's either going to be 18 or 19. Field has grown a little bit since we get that one going. And I believe the grid is being sent up to our way here. Kevin, you want to go ahead and take away the grid here?
Yeah, and on our poll, we have Cody Niegels. Who else? And up front with him is going to be Kenny McCullough Jr. Second row is going to be Casey Sprinkle and Sean English. Third row is going to be Ethan Eckert and Steve Sizemore. Fourth row is going to be Scott McLean and Hunter Hasting. Then we're going to have Christopher McCullough and Garrett Caswell. Sixth row is going to be Michael Wingo and Logan York. Then we're going to see Kyler Wynn and Dylan C. Jones. Next, we're going to see Daniel Eberhardt and Joshua McCullough. Next, we're going to see James Wagner and Denny Barnes. And rounding it out, we're going to see Mark Vondel.
And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one here tonight, Kevin. I know we haven't personally seen any of these last man standing style races, and let alone commentate on it just yet. And I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this one. It's Xfinity at Talladega. It's a fun series. It's a fun car, and it's really just a fun idea. I'm yet to see any of these last man standing races. So
Yeah, it's definitely going to make for an interesting one, and not too sure what I think we're just hanging out here on the grid right now. Looks like we're kind of hanging out here, missing a couple drivers up front, maybe. Yep, they're starting to load in. What's going on, Steve? Welcome back.
yeah, and what do you think the strategy is in a race like this, Luke? I mean, it's a completely different dynamic. You want to get at least up towards the front real early because you can't really afford to hang out in the back because coming five going on to six, that's when the eliminations start already.
I mean, honestly, we know this is going to be about. How many laps do you say this race is going to be again?
I think
Roughly?
about 23.
So it's not going to be a long race out here tonight. In my opinion, if I'm one of these drivers, I know it's going to be a short race. You just got to kind of treat this like a draft masters almost. Push your way up to the front and try to hang up in that lead group, because if not, you're going to get eliminated, and you're going to get eliminated fast, especially after lap 5.
Yeah, and it's gonna be exciting. I mean, we got a lot of drivers in this one that we know can get to the front in a hurry,
Oh yeah,
and
no
we
doubt.
got some drivers that are kind of um unknown. We don't really know what they're capable of, and I'm not sure what's exactly going on with the gridding right now.
Yeah, I think there. We'll pull up the UI here for just a second and see. Looks like we're just kind of. Looks like the payouts for this is going to be 50, 45, 35, 30, and 20. And we'll go ahead and put on the audio here and see if we can maybe see if they're having any
Pull off
communications here.
directly off the track. If you can get down and get
Sounds
out
like
the way,
Kenny's just
do not
explaining the
help
rules.
somebody for another whole lap or anything like that. Make sure you pull off.
And we'll listen here for a little bit.
What if I don't pull off? I'm needing your chat already. No.
Yeah, I'm just kind of listening in here, and Sounds like they're just going over the remainder of the rules and all that stuff, but sounds like it's and yeah, it looks like they're going to be out on the track here shortly. We'll go and get the race control muted back here, and Kevin, you are back, by the way. And I believe they are just finishing explaining some of the rules here and getting things in stone, and then we should be going green here in just a moment. You know, I guess we can go and get this segment started early while we're just sitting here, Kevin. Any cars you're seeing out here so far?
Getting it started real early. Yeah, how about we go and take a look at that Wendy scheme? I think that's the SVG
Oh, yeah,
scheme.
the number 1. It's going to be Hunter Hastings there. Look at that. Fries all over that thing. That's sweet.
Very nice looking scheme. I'm a fan of that. You know, I'm a big Wendy's guy, big biggie bag guy.
Hey, it's hard to go wrong and argue with those biggie bags, man. They got those for some decent prices. And yeah, look at that thing. Fries and ranch all over.
Not a big ranch guy, I won't lie.
Yeah, that's fair, to each their own. And there's that Excel. The Excel number 02 of Logan York. Always a banger.
That's gonna be a car to look for. I mean, he can get up to the front in very short period of time. Doesn't matter where he starts. There's James Wagner, I think.
Yep, that's gonna be James Wagner. I like the little Martian on Danny Barnes. I believe, yep, we're gonna start moving here. We are going to be pacing out here at Talladega in the MMS last man standing race.
Outside line having a little bit trouble getting started.
Yeah, maybe watching some reels or something.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Ethan Eckert back there. Or, no, that's not. That's going to be Steve Sizemore on the outside line.
Yeah, just a reminder, every vehicle on the very backpack of the group here, starting lap 5, is going to be getting eliminated here.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 going on to 6. So we're going to see all of that 5th lap, and then when it goes on to 6, that's when the first elimination happens.
Yeah, so I mean, for the first couple laps, I think it's going to be pretty clean, but as soon as the elimination period starts, it's going to start getting hectic out there fast. Guys are going to start fighting for positions like it's the last lap. Especially, I think most of the action is going to be in the backpack, honestly.
Yeah, I've got to agree. And then, you know, it'll get weaned down to the point that there isn't a backpack, and that's when things are really going to get shaky. I don't think these guys are going to need any pits on fuel, though, so that's a good sign for a lot of the guys that maybe aren't the best with their pit stops.
And the pace car is in as they approach the Geico restart. Out here at the MMS last man standing, we are green at Talladega.
Yeah, and how about that jump for the outside line? Kenny McCullough making it work early, despite Nichols having the control. They're about side by side now going into the turns 1 and 2. And it says it's a 100-lap race. Obviously, we're not going to see 100 laps out here. We're going to see, like we said, 22 or 23 laps. But, yeah, these first 5 are the ones to pay attention to. As Casey Sprinkle now jumps up to 2nd place. And Josh McCullough, the 19, is out, and he is on race control. So we're going to be paying attention to the car on the chopping block a lot, and right now that car is James Wagner. But we are just now going to the turns of 3 and 4, so plenty of time for him to make his move. Once again, nothing happening until 5 going on to 6. 2x2 for the most part. Maybe one trying to get out there on a third line, get some side drafting in, but for the most part, just 2x2 racing all the way through.
And nope,
And
we're
now
going to see that
Eberhard
third
drops to the
line.
back.
Number 19, he's going to take that third line. It's going to be Garrett Caswell.
Yeah, and he's going to take it all by himself for now. It looked like maybe a couple of the guys were thinking about it, but for now, you know, just trying to keep it straight. Plenty of time to make something happen, and that's actually going to drop Caswell. Oh,
They get a little contact there. They're going to hold it together, I think.
Going to drop Caswell all the way near the back. He's going to be right next to Wagner. And Eberhardt's going to rotate out to that outside line in front of him. Going to kind of strand Wagner on that inside line for now. Not sure if he can get that draft, but if he can, I think it's going to put Caswell, behind them.
Yep.
Caswell now on the chopping block.
2 more laps till the elimination period begins.
And that inside line's getting a little loose. How about Wynn and Eberhardt making a third line up there?
Caswell's with him.
Caswell's going with them, and this is going to be not the best look for one James Wagner. But he's going to rotate to the outside, and that's going to probably take Wingo to the back for now. Yeah,
Just
Wingo now on the
his
chopping
bumper.
block.
Look at Wagner's bumper when we go back to that back straightaway.
What's it say?
You'll have to see. It says D's nuts. And, you know, back to the whole scheme thing. I see a scheme that I like out there. I don't know who that is. I think that's the number 59. Mark Vondell. He's rocking the Team USA hockey out there. They were representing in the tournament not too long ago, but unfortunately fell short to Team Canada.
We're 3 wide in the back now for the loss right now between Chris McCullough, James Wagner, and Michael Wingo. And, yeah, I mean, we're about to be on 1 lap.
That elimination period's coming up. It's going to get hairy.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 lap. You know what this reminds me of, Luke?
What?
The Royal Rumble.
Oh my god, yes it does.
It's like a reverse Royal Rumble. Instead of seeing someone every 60 seconds or so, we're losing someone.
Every lap. And the elimination period has begun at this time by. It's going to be last place getting eliminated as we're going to be going on lap 5.
Yeah, so right now, Chris McCullough on the block, and Mark Vondell also back there. This is the last lap for them. When we cross the start finish, one of them is going back to the pits. James Wagner kind of was able to work his way out of the trouble, getting in front of McCullough. But Vondell's still back there.
Oh, he's starting to fade off. Mark Vondell, he's fading off by himself. Uh-oh. This isn't going to be good.
Miracle for Vondell. They're going through 3 and 4 right now, and going to the
wait a minute,
wait a minute. To make something happen.
He's starting to get a bit of a run on the...
Ooh,
oh, it's going to be close.
Inside line's getting loose.
Michael Wingo's falling back.
Wingo's really falling, and they got
and
really
it's
loose.
Going to be Michael Wingo. Michael Wingo's going to be your first man out here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure how it works as far as, you know, is he just going to leave the track?
He just straight up, he just escaped and left. Yep, he's gone. I think he just left the
All
lobby.
right. Michael Wingo out of it now.
Oh, they're getting loose, they're wrecking!
Oh, and we're wrecking.
And there's the yellow.
And the caution's out.
Just a reminder, folks, there will not be any eliminations under caution. So
and there will be 1 fast repair.
And oh boy, let's go back and take a look at what happened there. It's going to be involving Christopher McCullough, and what a surprise! We thought it was, we said it, and we called it. It's all this action is going to be in that backpack, fighting to stay alive, and he tries to make it 4 wide there.
Yeah,
Goodness, just
not
not
a great
enough
move.
room.
Kind of ran out of real estate there. Not much either of the guys could do. He saw the gap and he shot for it, and
Didn't go his way.
James Wagner comes a little inside, doesn't see him, and they collect. These drivers have a fast repair. You know, it's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
to your question, Steve.
Right.
To your question, Steve, I would take I think James Wagner's a good pick. Our boss. I mean, he started from the back. He's made his way up out of the safety spot, but now he's got some damage. I'd imagine he's going to come into the pits, which is just going to make his car even faster. So the 30's little beat up, but definitely still somebody to look for.
Yeah, look at that rear bumper. I mean, it is That thing is dented in. Holy shit.
That it is.
They're going to need some serious suction cups in the pits to get that thing fixed, or maybe a big sledgehammer. They pop the trunk or something, maybe.
How about Kyler Wynn able to make that high line work? He's made it from P13 to P4.
And yeah, he's getting things done on here tonight. All these lead drivers here are relatively safe, speaking, as like they get ready to go green the next time by. But your drivers that are going to be at risk here, it's going to be Steve Sizemore, it's going to be Christopher McCullough, and Mark Vondel as it stands. Now, reminder, all these drivers are going into the pits, so we'll probably see that those names change up here.
Yeah, and you know, I'd also like to point out, it has to be a 2+ car incident for the caution to fly. So one mistake from any of these drivers, you know, spinning themselves, getting in some trouble by themselves, we're staying green, and you know, that'd just about be their race.
Hey, like we said, it just makes a completely different environment in a race when you have the last car being eliminated every lap. It definitely makes it a completely different atmosphere. Definitely completely different strategy as well. As we look at these guys taking off out of the pits, trying to get back up there, it's going to be Steve Sizemore right now in the very back of the pack. As it stands, but we do see a couple more cars still in the pits, so assuming he beats them out of the pit here, that race, he should be up into P4. Yeah, he's going to pass Wagner.
Yeah, and I mean, this is gonna get tricky because they're not even gonna be up to speed for the majority of this this first lap, this green lap. So it's gonna be a 1-lap shootout, so you can get out in front of one another. And I really think you know, Barnes is in the one of the worst spots he can be in.
Yeah, he's still riding in the pits right now. Him and Chris McCullough are in the pits, actually.
Yeah, trying to stay out there in the lead lap. That'd be interesting if they both go a lap down.
Yeah, that would
Let's
not
take a
be
look
very
at the
good
map.
fun.
Yeah, and he's gonna get out with ease on the lead lap, but he's gonna have to get on his horse a little bit, catch up to that pack, as they're almost a full lap ahead of him.
Yeah, but Christopher McCullough's still in the pits, and whenever I click over to him, I believe he might have just left the race here. I don't think we're seeing him out on the track at all anymore. So it's going to be, I believe, Danny Barnes here, going to be your man at risk of being eliminated here.
Yeah, and if McCullough's gone, that's also gonna hurt Sizemore a decent bit, because he's now gonna be on that back row.
I think they're actually pacing around again. Yeah, we're still pacing around.
Yeah. Yeah, McCullough now reading out, so
Yep.
we're down 2. We got 16 cars left, and it should get hectic here if we stay green.
No doubt. How about Hunter Hastings, that Wendy's car you were pointing out earlier? He is up into, I believe, P2 is where they're going green here.
Yeah, him and Sean English up there in the front. They're in a safe spot right now.
Along with a lot of
Not
these
quite
other
sure.
drivers.
Not quite sure how that cycled. Maybe pits. Did we see a pit, or
Take a look here.
was it just a
Cody Neagles
No.
appears to have taken a pit.
Okay.
Most of the
Okay,
back
so we did
pack, it
see.
looks like, took a pit.
That's how it cycled. The guys in the back went to the front. The guys in the front went to the back.
Yep, looks like
Makes
it's only gonna
sense.
be the top 6 cars elected to stay out of the pits there.
Yeah, and you know, that just takes a lot of confidence from these guys that pit, knowing that it's gonna send them kind of towards the back, towards the red area a little bit more, but they know what they gotta do to get back to the front, and I don't think they're too worried about it.
Yeah, but nonetheless, the paced car is in, and we're going to be going green this time by at Talladega in the MMS last man standing. racing. Always loving that prolonged start here at Talladega.
Yeah, and here they come. You can see them coming into the screen finally as they're entering the Geico restart zone. And once again, at Talladega, we are green.
Off we go, and it's going to be Steve Sizemore now in contention to be our eliminating truck. Or car,
This
sorry.
time by, we're gonna see one.
Oh, he's
We're
gonna
gonna
catch
see one go. Who's that in the back? I think that's Danny Barnes.
Danny Barnes, yep.
Now on the chopping block.
Pull up that battle box for last place right now. Danny Barnes falling back. He's going to be the guy to watch out for, but he's going to hopefully try to get a good run here on that outside line. Maybe leave for a minute inside line and try to get around that number 58 of Scott McLean.
Yeah, and he's getting up to speed. They're all getting up to speed still, and it's, they're about up to speed now, but we're almost through this first lap, and the move is going to have to be made by Barnes, and it's going to have to be made pretty soon if he wants a shot at this thing.
I don't know if we're going to see it.
Ooh,
Oh,
we do see it, and how about that inside line? That's going to be Sizemore falling to the back now.
Steve Sizemore, he's going to be your next car eliminated.
No, we
No?
see
Caswell.
Caswell way back there, and we also see Jones back there now, which he fought to stay up really hard, and now he
No,
is.
they're coming
just-
out of the pits, it looks like. Not too sure what...
Well,
oh, no, wait a minute. We're going to go back here. Looks like they crashed out. Just a quick glance here, and yeah, they're going to have a little bit of contact right there. And
yeah, we saw that happen.
Came across first technically.
It was gonna be Jones. They're both gonna be
barely
screwed.
making it across. Jeez.
They're both gonna be screwed though.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for them.
And they're just roughhousing out there. Let's go and take a look at the leaders as we're going to the line again. It's gonna be everyone's gonna be safe. It's gonna be Jones this time.
Unfortunate position right now. He's going to be hung out there behind all three of those lines. He's either going to have to... Looks like the number 02 kind of box him out a little there. Oh no! Logan York.
Well,
He's going to
Logan
fall
York.
back. That inside
He's
line.
now on the chopping block. The move is made.
He's made in
It's his
front
line to
of him.
pick going into 3.
I think
I think
he
he's
might
gonna
take
wait for
third.
that last second slingshot.
I think so. I think he might take that third line or maybe even the inside.
I think he's going bottom.
Let's see here.
If I were him, I'm going bottom, but he's gonna go up. Oh, and he's
Oh my god, it's gonna...
gonna have the speed. He's gonna get around, and it's. Oh wait, no.
Oh!
It's gonna be York.
It's gonna be York. Oh no.
And I'd really appreciate it if Jones got off the track.
Definitely making it a little confusing here for us, and yeah, I believe he's gonna finally come into the pits here, just screaming into the pits.
Yeah, and that's gonna be Logan York. Now Ethan Eckert in the back.
He's facing elimination. Caswell and Jones now rendered out. Now I'm a little confused here. Is Logan York actually out, or...
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Count as,
We're gonna see how that goes by. We're gonna assume he's still in if he stays on this
it's
track.
Ethan Eckert in the back, and he's going to be eliminated if that is how things go.
Oh, and shaking. Things are getting shaken up. And York is making his way straight to the front of the pack.
Yeah,
He's
I
made
don't
it
think
4
I don't
wide.
think he's out.
Yeah, but now Ethan Eckert's still running up with that pack.
As it stands now, the boss man, James Wagner, was currently in the back there, but he's going to start to get a good run on that third line.
All right, Eckert went off the track, so Eckert is out.
Now it's Steve Sizemore, currently at contention for elimination beside the boss man, James Wagner. Boy, it's going to be close. They're going to be 3 wide for the
Yeah, it's gonna be
elimination
3 wide. Pay attention to Win. He's going to the back now.
here. Oh, they're
And
wrecking!
it is gonna be Win.
They're wrecking back there. Oh, boy.
Or maybe Barnes?
It's-
regardless, it's
that's
a
tough to
big
say.
wreck.
Yeah, that was a... I believe they crossed the line before the caution was thrown, so...
Let's go back and look at see
let's-
who
let's go ahead and take
who
a
might be
look
getting
at-
the shaft on that one.
Oops, appears we jumped back a little too jump back to the official call of yellow. The yellow was called right here. It shows.
Can we get like a blimp or something where we can see?
We'll get it. We'll switch to the.
I don't know if they've crossed the line or not. I'm not quite sure.
Alright,
No, on Talladega, that's not across the line.
So the yellow was thrown before they crossed the start finish, I believe. No, it still shows green on the
Yeah, keep
lights
keep showing it. Oh well, I guess we lose the light.
Yeah, maybe we can switch a little. Yeah, no real way to see there for us, unfortunately. With that being a manual caution thrown, I believe it's kind of hard for us to be able to, see when that was. Yeah, definitely a unfortunate turn of events there, and yeah, we're gonna have to wait to see here who gets the elimination. But definitely a lot of cars in the pits there, unfortunately, after that altercation.
Yeah, and you know that there are.
Mark Bondell heading into the pits here, along with Dylan C. Jones, but I do believe he was eliminated. Correct?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any cars looking like they faced elimination there. Unless Eckert. Is Eckert in the back that time by? Or is he already out?
Eckert was already out.
Okay, so it
I'm
seems
trying
like-
to go back and see how York survived it because
Yeah, we can go back
I
and
mean,
look.
no, it was laps ago. I'm just looking way back. But I'm more talking about, you know, we saw Caswell go out when Caswell and Jones came together on lap 12. Then we saw the next lap round and we knew that was Jones because Jones was about 10 seconds back. So we knew both of them were out. Then the next one comes around and York was in the back. And then it seemed like just nobody was called as out there. So I'm not quite sure what the ruling is on that.
And yeah, with this being our first race of this whole last man standing thing, it is a little unclear to us what's going on. But we're learning as we go. We're going to see 3 more cars in the pits there. It's going to be Hunter Hastings, James Wagner, and Danny Barnes. And Mark Bondell finally making his way out of the pits. No, it looks like he's going to come in again.
Yeah, and you know, I messaged Josh and I asked, did someone get eliminated there, or was the yellow thrown before the line? So just waiting on an official word for that.
As it stands, I did think Mark Bondell taking maybe a little second there, maybe. Still, Danny Barnes still in the pit here, and I believe he is going to be the guy in the back here to beat, but get in there. Yeah, he's coming out. All right, so yeah, it's going to be Danny Barnes in the back. He's going to be at risk of elimination here at this time. You know, this one's been exciting so far, Kevin. It's we keep always commenting about how different this race is, or how different this race is compared to the ones we know. I think it's exciting seeing the different style of driving here. It seems as though we don't really have to watch much up in the front; it's all just happening right now.
Yeah, and I gotta agree. I mean, it seems like there's action every single lap, no matter what. Yeah, and I think one of the guys, I'm not sure if it was Danny Barnes or who it was there at the line, I think they caught a break. Because I think they're going to let everybody stay out. Despite, I think at least the leaders got across that line before the yellow came out. So big break for those guys.
Oh, no doubt. All right. And yeah, I believe in the back it's going to be between Mark Vondel and James Wagner. They're going to be the two guys in the very back at a risk of
Yeah, it
elimination.
seems like James Wagner's really just been hanging on. Every lap making it. They're able to make it work just by the skin of his teeth, so hopefully he can continue to hang on. I'm also a fan of Mark Vondel though, so I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, the pace car is in. They're going to be going green this time by. It's going to be the call of Sean English here.
Yeah, and another something that could make sense if they don't eliminate one on the first time by, then I'm sure that's just a rule they have. They have to go around 2 laps.
Yeah.
I'm just still trying to work out why York wasn't eliminated. I'm sure it's just a rule we missed. We kind of slept through the drivers' meeting. But we are green here at Talladega, and it's going to be led off by Sean English, and it's going to be Wagner and Vondel in the back hanging on.
Yeah, as they just start to get up to speed here. It's always going to be interesting when we go green here off of the caution, because, the cars aren't going full speed. Draft isn't going to be as influential here when they're not going full speed, so it definitely makes things interesting here at this first lap out before we're facing elimination.
Yeah, and that it does. I mean, right now we see Wagner and Vondel in the back, but we're going through 3 and 4, and we're just up to speed, and something's going to have to give for these guys to get out of the danger zone.
And as it stands, it looks like it's going to be James Wagner just tailing off just a little bit. And I believe he is going to be your next driver eliminated.
Yeah, it's going to be James Wagner in the back. Now, if he stays in this pack, then my theory's correct of him it being a 2-lap rule going green.
Okay.
And it looks like for now he is staying in the pack.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense now. So, upon.
Yeah, I like that rule.
Yeah, it gives them a chance to get up to speed. I like that.
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense.
That explains how York survived.
Yep. But now, it's going to be Mark Vondel risking the chopping block here. He's going to fall back a little. James Wagner's getting a bit of draft there on that outside line. And it looks like James Wagner's going to have just the slightest advantage. And yeah, he's going to fall off. Mark Vondel fading off fast.
We're going through the tri-oval, coming to the line. Here he comes, though. He's getting some speed.
Oh, it's going to be Mark Vondel. He's going to be eliminated.
Whew, that was our closest one yet, no doubt.
Boy, oh boy, yeah, he's gonna fade off there of that group. And boy, that was a close one. And now it's gonna be James Wagner facing elimination. He's far off of those guys. He's gotta make something work here if he wants to stay in this one. But he's about a car's length off of that number 7. He's not too far back. And at this point, he can only hope he has enough track to be able to catch up to him. And he's going to start to get a run here.
It's gonna be a huge run if he can do it in time.
Oh, boy.
Because...
It's 3 wide up there, though. He's not going to have much room to work.
No, he's not. And he's just running out of time, running out of real estate.
He's going to look for the 4th line, but I don't think it's going to happen. And, yep, it's going to be James Wagner eliminated next. Unfortunate for him. And we're doing great, Quandale. It's been a good one so far. It's been an interesting one with this different style of racing, the last man standing. And now it's going to be...
So you and Quandale, it's a last man standing race. Every lap, 1 driver's eliminated. It's the guy in the back every green lap. So we're down to our final, what should be 11. Not quite sure why it says Wagner's up there still.
Looks like he's maybe just still trying to get off.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, he just left. Yeah, he just left.
Okay.
But now it's going to be Hunter Hastings facing elimination in the back of the pack. But he's going to start to get a decent run, and it might be Danny Barnes. Yeah, he's going to fall back to last place.
He's been trying to hang on the past few laps. He's been able to, but I don't think he has
Oh,
it
he's gonna
this
make it
time,
3 wide,
fellas.
and yep, he's gonna fall off.
Yeah, it's gonna be Danny Barnes now falling off. He's gonna go straight down into the pits.
Unfortunate for him, but
But
now Kyler Wynn facing elimination. He's in the back.
we're in our final 10, Luke. Top 10.
You know, I think they got to run these kind of races more often. This is really exciting to watch and broadcast, at least.
Yeah, it's just full of excitement. Every lap has something new. But as we see Kyler win, he's just kind of maybe trying to time it a little bit and try to get the one of Hastings out. But yeah, Hastings gonna throw a block on it,
No doubt.
and that's not gonna be great for Win. But I'm sure Win's gonna try.
He's
for
going to
that
take the
outside,
third
but-
line, and he's going to start to make it work. And now,
Yeah, Hastings now in trouble.
yep, Hastings in
No,
trouble
Win's
here.
car.
Can he get
Oh,
the
this
draft
might be
as we
tight.
go
It's gonna be
across? And it's
true.
going to be
He's still
Hunter
on.
Hastings.
He's gonna peel in.
And now it is 3 cars, 3 lines here. And it's going to be Kyler Wynn fading off here on that third line. And that third line having some issues here getting the draft together. They got to get things going if Kyler Wynn wants to stay off elimination contention. And he's even peeking at that second line here.
Yeah, and it's his line to pick. He's so far back. He's got to make something work, and it's got to be soon. Because they're going into 3 and 4 right now, but he's got some speed taking that inside. or
Oh
that
boy,
middle
I think it's
line.
going to be a 3-wide finish here for elimination. But that third line's starting to fade off. Casey
Yeah.
Sprinkle's starting to fade off here. He's going to slide to the second line, and oh, he's fading off. I think.
Oh, but he's
it's going to be
stranded on the
close.
outside.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be McLean.
It's going to be Scott
no
McLean.
doubt.
He's going to be eliminated here this time by. And now
Yeah,
we're in the
that's
top
Sprinkle.
8.
Dog eat dog out there. But now Sprinkle's in the back of that pack. He's kind of on the chopping block. Him and Steve Sizemore. Top 8. Here we go.
And you got to wonder if he's maybe going to try that inside line. It looks like it's starting to get some room here. Yeah, it looks like he can't really decide here, just trying to stay in whatever draft line he can, and he's going to slide down to the inside. But Wynn's going to throw the block. He's not going to let him.
And throws a block on.
He's going to get
Casey
the inside,
Sprinkle.
though. He's going to slide
Back
down.
inside. They're into the tri-oval. Casey Sprinkle goes for that second line.
It's going to be 3 wide.
Interesting move, and
Oh, it's going to be a photo finish here.
It's
gonna be the number 8, Steve Sizemore.
Sizemore out of this one now.
Unfortunate for Steve Sizemore. Yeah, I think he's gonna. Yep, he just left there, and now it's gonna be Kyler Wynn on that outside line facing elimination, and Casey Sprinkle on that inside line.
We're into our top 7 now. These lines are looking like 3-2-2, 3 on that inside. That inside's making it work.
Third line's having some troubles there.
Yeah, that they are, and that's not very good for Kyler. And I think Kyler's going to try to get down and maybe strand Everhart, but Everhart comes down on the block. He's trying to stay inside. The 6 of Neagle's in front of them now, as they got some speed, but it just seems that Kyler's not going to have enough.
He's gonna dive for the inside, and oh, he's gonna
Oh,
flip
he
Kyler
turned
Wynn.
Everhart.
That was Kyler Wynn.
turned-
That was Everhart turned Kyler Wynn.
No, you
Or
got
no, it's the other way
backwards.
around. Apologies. Yeah, that. Geez, that just all happened so fast.
Oh no, and I don't know if you remember, last time we interviewed Everhart, he said there's nothing he likes more than being in front of Kyler and Malik. So
Oh.
there's definitely going to be some flares there. I mean, I don't know.
Let's see what happened there. So it looks like, obviously, Eberhart, just Kyler Wynn peeking at that inside line, trying to get clear. I just don't think he had it. I don't think.
Take a look at the onboard of Kyler. See how that one went.
Yeah, we'll maybe back up just a few more seconds here and just see where he's at. Yeah, I mean, as you're getting ready to go across the start finish, you got to do what you can, but you can't dip below the yellow line like that. Spin out Everhart. I mean, that's.
Yeah, but I mean, Everhart kind of threw a block too, so
Yeah. I guess.
let's go back and look
go
at
back
it one more time to see what the block looked like. There definitely was one. But Everhart's staying strong in that second line. Kyler's
to the
coming up
overhead.
on him.
All right, we'll hop to the overhead here. Our chopper cam, we'll slow it down here. And it looks like Eberhart kind of got stuffed up there from the number 6 in front of him of Cody Neagle. So yeah, he's going to drop down low, and I mean, it's tough to say. The moment of contact was about... So yeah, I mean, Kyler went definitely under the yellow here, but at the same time, it looks like the caution happened, or the contact happens right here. And I mean, as we can see right now, it seems as though Eberhardt had the line. He's got at least a good fourth of his
Look,
rear bumper.
Kyler
clear,
wasn't
but
lifting.
I don't expect him to. Yeah, he definitely wasn't clear. But you got to do what you got to do to try to.
Eberhardt didn't give him room, so I don't know. We're gonna let the two of them decide and settle that one. We're gonna stay out of that.
And yeah, they're gonna definitely gonna be interesting to hear the opinions of that one after this race is over. And you'll have to remind me, are we going to have interviews after this race before our next event, or are we going to have all of them together at the end?
I'd love to try to have a couple after this race, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, maybe we could put an announcement in the channel for all the drivers, see if anyone wanted to get an interview in before the... see if maybe our top 3, maybe, or at least I want to see if we can get Eberhardt or Wynn in here for that one, and get some opinions on that wreck. But... we'll leave that up to the driver's discretion after the race here, and we'll see if we can get someone in here later. And what would be bugged there? Mine to 500. If you're referring to all of the drivers out over here, that's going to be all of the drivers currently eliminated from the race. You know, third caution out here so far. I personally expected a few more. I figured they'd be fighting a bit more, but, you know, they've kept it pretty clean for the most part, and contact and incidents that have happened have remained pretty minuscule. Not too many drivers involved in the incidents we've had out here thus far. Yeah, we're going to pace around one more time, and I believe Kyler Wynn got eliminated there. I'm not seeing him on the track anymore. I think Kyler Wynn got eliminated there.
Yeah, he's out.
Yep. Daniel Eberhardt clinging to life there. He just barely hangs on in that one after having a rough crash there. But now he's going to be back up with the lead pack. He's gonna definitely be in contention here.
Yeah, and you know, as we're gonna go on to lap 30, it's gonna be top 6, and you know, Eagle's now in that back row. He's not used to being in the back, Luke, and I'm sure he's gonna do everything he can to get up there, but we're gonna have to see how this one goes. It's gonna be 6 cars. I imagine eventually we're gonna see 2 or 3 wide by 2. So it's all gonna be decided by who takes what lines, and a couple of aggressive drivers towards the back. So we're gonna have to see how this one goes. Kenny's still alive. Logan York now in first. He was on the chopping block for a couple of laps. Sean English up there. He's dominated this race. Casey Sprinkle up there. He was on the chopping block for a lap or 2. Just,
you know, I want to see
like
how this looks. I want to see how our maybe have it just show our top 5 currently, as now we only have 5 cars in the lead lap, maybe.
We got 6 right now, so if you want to switch it,
yeah, we'll switch that for 5. We'll switch that for 5 left, just to maybe get a better view for the viewers out here. Yeah, we're going to be going green this time by, and it's going to be Daniel Eberhardt and Cody Niegels in the back facing elimination. And remember, we are going to go around one full lap before the elimination period restarts, so lap 31 is going to be the elimination lap. Or the end of lap 31, start of lap 32.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I completely forgot about that. But we are green. They're going up through the gears for the 4th time today. A few cautions. Overall,
it's going to be Testy up front.
Thrown already.
Man, Logan York fighting his way up there into P1.
Uh-oh, this is going to hurt Casey Sprinkle if he can't get back in there.
Ooh,
Oh,
boy.
He really
Barely
dives
slides
it.
in there. Wow. Good job sliding in there by him. And yep, just as you predicted, Kevin, we're going to see 3 wide here. 2 by 2 by 2.
Sprinkle goes to that second line.
So remember, like we said, no one's getting eliminated this time by, so we don't really have to worry too much about the guys in the back at this time, but next time around, it's going to be whoever's in the very back there. I think that second and third line is just hoping that they can get things
Oh, and they're
moving.
going to strand...
Logan going up into 2.
They're going to strand English a little bit. He's going to be on that inside line all by himself.
Oh, geez, yeah, they're going to really file in here. That whole outside line's going to file in now, and they're going to have 4 cars in that outside line, completely stranding Sean English. They're going to kind of pile back up again, and we're back on the elimination
and
period.
Eberhardt are running together pretty quick, and
Ooh, a little block by the number
maybe
3.
able to find his spot on the inside a little bit, but yeah, he's still stranded out there, getting speed.
Bit of contact!
And Kenny gets bumped into English.
They're going to hold it together.
English comes back up the track as fast as he can. He's losing a lot of speed, though. And it's going to be Neagles on the chopping block with English.
He's going to get right up on the bumper of Eberhardt here to try to push him up and get his line moving as much as he can. And a little bit of struggles up in the front, it seems. And that outside line's going to get some movement. I believe Sean English is going to be on contention here. He's going to try to fight below that low line. And now it's even going to be Kenny in a contention elimination. And, oh, it's going to be close. Sean English is going to be the next one eliminated. And, boy, Kenny McCullough barely clinging to life there. That was a close one for him. And now we are going to be on our top 5 out here. And it's going to be York, Eberhardt, Sprinkle, Neagles, and McCullough here in your top 5. Yeah, they're just trying everything they can.
One.
Yeah, they're just trying everything they can here to make their line work. 3 on the inside, 2 on the outside.
York's going to go up there. I think it's going to be McCullough and Neagles on the chopping block here unless things shift around in these last 2 turns.
And oh boy, it's going to be close. That outside line is going to get momentum, and I believe Kenny McCullough is going to drop back into last place. Can that outside line keep that momentum?
That line holding strong for now. It's going to be McCullough.
Yep, Kenny McCullough is going to be eliminated here. He's just losing all speed. Unfortunate for him.
Now can you see Sprinkle on the chopping block, though?
We're down to 4 drivers remaining, folks. It's going to get really, really testy here. I wouldn't even be surprised when it's 3 cars left. We see 3 lines, honestly, for a minute. You never know.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Reckon for the finish.
Yeah. I think that last,
huge
it's
bump
going to be
by
crazy.
Sprinkle into Neagles, and that's going to get that second line going. Eberhardt's now in a little bit of trouble. He's all by himself out there.
He's going to start to fade
I would
off.
assume York is going to drop down in the turns, though, or Neagles is. That's going to help. Oh, they're all.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, no, and Casey Sprinkle getting stranded. He's going to slide back, and he's going to try to get a... He's maybe going to try to get a bit of a slingshot here in the tri-oval. And yep, he's going to go for it. Here it is. He's going to see if he can get it, but I don't think the speed's going to work for him.
No, I don't think so.
Nope, and I believe Casey Sprinkle's going to be your next one eliminated. And now we're on to the top 3.
2 to go in this race. Logan York's leading. Cody Neagles in second. Daniel Eberhardt in third.
You know, the move's got to be made soon. Eberhardt's got to try to get around Cody Neagles as quickly as he can.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just going single file. Eberhardt doesn't want to make his move too early. He's on the chopping block, though. Got to be a little cautious of his time.
Oh, yep, there it is. He's going to go to the inside.
He's going
to get some speed, and Logan York's going to drop down, and that's going to leave Cody Neagles stranded here. And, oh, it's going to be a close one. Oh, my. It's going to be Eberhardt eliminated here. Cody Neagles barely fighting to get in front there. And now it's going to be Logan York and Cody Neagles in a shootout here for the MMS last man standing.
Yeah, you know, they've been here before. It's going to be Logan York in front of Cody Neagles. I think the second spot's the spot to be on these. Early move by Neagles, though. He's going to take the outside on him fast, and I think they might side-by-side race this one all the way through. The outside's going to get that side draft. I think that's
a little bit of contact.
Neagles is going for, but York's going to come sideswipe him a little bit. Show him, you know, I'm not out of this thing. They're going through 3 and 4. He comes up into him again a little bit, not giving him a lick of room. The 6, ooh, some good speed for the 2, and they're bumping.
Getting up
York
towards the
is
wall. Up in the wall.
York puts him up into the wall. And a dirty finish for Logan York, and that's going to be how this one ends. Logan York's going to win this thing.
Oh, boy. You gotta wonder if that's gonna spark any controversy. Either way, Logan York getting it done out here. He's gonna take first place in the MMS Last Man Standing, and what an exciting race that was, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, a super exciting race. I'm a big fan of those.
Yeah, we definitely gotta run one of those again.
So I'm sure tensions are starting to probably flare a little bit as we're nearing our main event.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, good win for Logan York here. I believe we're going to see some victory shitties here across the checkered.
Yeah, but let's take a look at our unofficial results, see who got into the top 5. As I know that's going to be your payers on the night.
Seems as though it's not really going to show many just because all of these drivers left.
Well, it's going to be Cody Neagles, or it's going to be Logan York, then Cody Neagles, then Daniel Eberhardt, then Casey Sprinkle, then Kenny McCullough. Just off the top of my head.
I can read you off the rest. We got Sean English, Kyler Wynn, Steve Sizemore, Scott McLean, Hunter Hastings, Danny Barnes, James Wagner, Mark Vondell, Ethan Eckert, Garrett Caswell, Dylan C. Jones, Christopher McCullough, and Michael Wingo. And that is going to do it here for the first race of the evening. We're going to go and take a quick little 5-minute intermission, and we will be back shortly for the next MMS race. We'll be back here in just a few moments.